Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. It is Jeanette. It has been a while, but it's nice to be back. I have been busy just with nursing school. I've been preparing really hard for that first exam in OB. Again, it's a little stressful because I have a total of 6 exams and then a final. So our PD and OB semester is split in half, so 8 weeks for one course and 8 weeks for the second course. And I didn't want to get a bad grade on my first OB exam because the stress would be high. Anyway, so I guess let's just catch up. I had my OB exam 1 and I actually did pretty well. I got an 86 or so, and I think something happened with the question, so it bumped me up to an 88, which is awesome. I'm super excited. And oh, pause. For those that have emailed me for the study guide, please leave in the comments below how that has helped you. What part did you find helpful? And for those that don't know, if you give me your email, you go to my new personal blog, JeanetteLight.com, you will get a link to download the study guide. And it's kind of like everything that I kind of go through in preparation for an exam. But yeah, so far from what I've heard in emails, the study guide has been helpful, and I'm hoping that it really helps you guys just to kind of, figure out what else you can do to prepare. So anyways, let's go back to OB. So for the first exam, I guess the focus was antepartum. And there was so much material, and we had like a week, but then we had spring break, which I think really blessed me because I spent a lot of my time studying. So I'm just going to show you guys the 2 books that I used to study in addition to my textbook and my notes. But this is this book, Maternal and Newborn Success, and the entire chapter 4 is all about antepartum. And this is why I love practice questions, and that's why I can't emphasize enough to do practice questions, because I really learn from trying to sit there, trying to figure it out, and then if I get it right, I'm like, yeah, I know why. And then if I get it wrong, I just read the rationale and I learn. So anyways, it's let me see how many questions. There was a lot of questions, and I did 105 practice questions for antepartum. And that really helped me. I did this, I think on St. Patrick's Day, my hubby and I went on a road trip, and I was in the car and the good thing is that I don't get car sick, so that's good. But anyways, I ended up doing pretty much the majority of that chapter on the road and just kind of learning, and I did put my earbuds in with the white noise and tuned everything else out. And then I also did, I think I did some questions on sexuality, fertility, and genetics, just because that's all kind of intro stuff from my notes. I did a few of those, but anyways, so that, I think that really helped me. And then, so this is what happens when people ask me, hey, should I buy this textbook or this study guide or this thing? So there's a time where you want to buy all these extra resources, but you don't get time to go through them. And that was almost going to happen to me. I ended up buying my NCLEX study guide. This baby was like 70 bucks at Barnes & Noble. So start asking for your friends, your family to donate, because it kind of hurt, I'm not gonna lie, but I know it's for the best. And knowing how well I did for my OB exam 1, I'm hoping that it still helps me for OB2 and OB3 exam. So anyways, so if you can see, I tabbed off the section that has to do with maternity, and I went through, and I really love the colors in here. There's tables. Okay, I'll show you this. Okay, so what had happened was, so I ended up studying. I did everything, and the night before, I actually got to work. I was at work till later than I expected, so I didn't even study the night before the exam, and that was freaking me out. I'm like, I never not study the day before. I like to brush up on stuff, but the entire day I was at work, and I'm like, oh, okay. So anyways, the next morning, I woke up on exam day. I woke up around 5, and I'm like, okay, well, you know what? So what I like to do the night before is just kind of go through kind of everything and just make sure that the key topics are in my head and I know what the exam's about, and just kind of get an overview of everything. I'm not trying to learn anything at that point. It's just read, like, okay, I know that, I know that, I know that, you know? That's what I like to do. It makes me feel like I know that I'm prepared. So I woke up at 5 and I'm like, ooh, okay, let me open this book. And it started off with the maternity nursing, and then it starts going with some key terms, female reproductive structures, male reproductive structures, which was going to be on my test, the menstrual cycle, and then this is where the charts come in handy. So the menstrual cycle, it starts talking about the cycles, and then the fetal development, and that's one of the key points of OB exam 1. So I was reading everything from week 1 through week 40, the changes that will happen, development, and I just thought it was really helpful. And then there's like maybe 10 questions pertaining to those notes that they just discussed, and I was doing really well. So that was making me feel a lot more confident. And I ended up doing pretty much all of the, so I don't know if you saw, but purple I think meant OB exam 1, and then pink means OB exam 2, and then green is probably OB exam 3, and they just all pertain to the units that we're learning. Anyway, so I did that the day of the exam, and for the most part I never really do much anymore on exam day because I don't want to stress myself up, but this really helped because I didn't get a chance to review everything the night before. And I want to say I saw questions in my exam, or at least similar enough that I was like, oh, I'm not going to fall into that trap because I studied it, and anyways, I learned. So I was a little excited. I was excited. Anyways, what else is going on with me? So exam 2 is the 15th? The 15th. Yeah, it's tax day. Yeah, exam 2 is April 15, and right now I'm at the point where I'm reviewing my chapters over. We still have some lecture to do, and I've already started reviewing my study guide for the exam, so I'm just trying to stay positive, stay motivated, and that's been tough, and I'm not gonna lie. There's always a point in the semester where you just want to say, forget it. Like, I give up. I don't care what happens. I don't care about the grade. It's human nature. Once you get to the point where you're just tired, like there was, I hate that I'm admitting this to you guys, but there was just one day that I just had a meltdown. I'm like, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to go to work. Don't ask me for nothing. I just wanted to be in my bed. And I got in bed and people left me alone. And that felt great. And I think that's when you just start realizing like you may be hitting burnout. Like, take it easy, take a step back. And then in a few days, my batteries were recharged, and now I'm at it again. It's been a little tough. For some reason, it's just been a little tough. Yeah. Anyways, I am excited that so far this class is fairly interesting. I had my first clinical day in labor and delivery, and I did get to watch 2 deliveries, and it's just amazing what a woman's body can do, honestly. Oh my gosh, it's awesome though. And I don't know, I think it's so funny because people are like, well, do you like it? Do you want to be a labor and delivery nurse, or I don't know yet. And for those that have asked me before, I've always seen myself working in emergency trauma with kids, you know, like that's kind of where my head's always been at. But throughout all of my clinical rotations, there wasn't a rotation where I was like, I don't see myself doing this, which is making it a lot harder. So leave in the comments below, do you know what type of nurse or what unit, what specialty you want to work in? I I mentioned it before, I just need something that will keep my adrenaline running. I want to be up. I want to practice my skills. I don't want to just sit and watch a monitor. I want to use my hands. I want to have that patient interaction. So I'm trying to learn, and it's tough because now that I'm almost done with, you know, this program, I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, well, where do I want to go after I'm done, you know? So I don't know. So yeah, let me know what you're thinking about. Maybe I can get some tips or something from you guys. That would be awesome. Yeah. All right, let's go talk about the blog. So it has come to my attention by myself, really, that it's a little tough to do 2 YouTube channels right now in terms of creating content and editing, because it takes time. So it takes time to record, it takes time to edit, get it all together, and you have to upload it, blah. So I realized that it's a lot easier while I'm in school to be able to blog. So that's like writing down a post, and just I found that easier, and I feel like I can commit to that. So I am already recording other videos just of me being me talking. I don't know. There's no specific stuff that I am trying to create content for, but I am recording those, and it's just one of those things where, like, whenever I feel like recording and releasing and uploading them, I will. I don't know when, but at least I am recording, I guess I should say that. Anyways, but I am excited. People have sent me messages, and thank you for everyone who has subscribed to that new YouTube channel. I still need more subscribers to be able to edit that channel, but it's okay, it's gonna grow in time. For my blog, thank you guys for everyone who sent their email, that subscribed, and it's exciting to see the support, honestly, especially from that first video. I'm sorry, I'm playing with my camera thing. It's funny, someone said a comment on one of my, I think it was the crying anxiety video, and they were like, isn't it funny? Oh, it's nice to see you, it's nice to see you, how much you've grown since this video, or something like that. Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have pulled it up, but I just thought, I sat there and I was like, I haven't responded to that comment yet, but I'm like, that person's absolutely correct. Like, I went back, all the way back to my HESI, like, exam day, and when I failed the section and I had to retake that exam, I can't believe it. It is nice to have these videos to be able to reflect and just watch myself and cringe. But it's awesome that how much you can learn and enter a whole new career, pretty much. And time does fly by. For those that have emailed me kind of asking for help, whether to enter the field, or even those that have and have thanked me to, someone's yelling outside. Anyways, for those that are either saying they're giving me, somehow I have helped you make that decision, that's awesome. For me, this goes back, I remember the time where I was not happy with where my life was going, what I was doing. I felt like I was put on earth to do more, reach more people, and that wasn't being fulfilled with what I was doing. And I realized that day in, day out, I was just like, this just cannot be it. This cannot be it. Then I found volunteering, and I talked to you guys before about this, and then I started looking at the nurses and what they do, and then it just totally opened my eyes. I'm like, that's exactly what I want to do. I can see myself being happy, helping people, and I just decided to go for it. And it was probably, when I went for it, it was probably at my lowest, because I was like, I don't want to do my job. You know, I don't want to do this and stay here and not grow and not progress. So I need something else new. And I did. And it takes a lot of courage. I think I mentioned, or at least in some emails, I had to get rid of my, you know, my regular 40-hour job with benefits and all. Like, had to get rid of that just to do part-time job, and then go back to school. So for those that are still on the fence, really think about it. If it's going to bring you a lot of happiness, and it'll take you out of that funk, and you really have listened to yourself and taken that time, and this is what keeps coming back in your face, like, do nursing, you know, go back, go into the healthcare field. Listen to that, because you don't want to waste more time than you have. And I'm just happy that I finally gave in, and it's been awesome. And it's a little weird now that I'm in my second year and I'm almost done with the semester. Well, it's only April. Well, yeah, sorta. We end in May, second week of May. Anyways, and then I have fall. So it's amazing how you can get, how you can be. Anyways, for me, I can be so happy already. And I'm really grateful. I do not regret making this decision to go into nursing. Okay, side note. It bugs me when I meet people that have been nurses for 40-something years and they're like, oh, I'm running away from it. Like, don't say that to someone who's trying to get in, or, you know, is obviously excited and wants to engage in conversation, and you're just going to shoot them down. Those people upset me. But I'm glad that they're leaving the field, because I'd rather not have rude, horrible nurses. Anyways, I guess that's it. I hope you guys got something out of it. My game plan is going to be trying to study, honestly, for this second exam. I don't want to do bad at all. Oh, the fear. But I'm doing my part, you know. I'm studying, I'm preparing, and that's all I can do. And I'll be blogging more, hopefully. I tried to do at least a post a day, which I think has helped me carve out that me time and just kind of let other things go. And, oh, this is another point. Someone emailed me and said, do I just no longer have a life once you're in nursing school? And I've touched on this before. That first year, and this is different for many different people, but you're trying to just stay afloat, honestly. And that's why you're more stressed, you have more time, you know, you have less time with family, you're studying more, you're always in the books, you're always in school, you're always in class, you know. It's just that first year. Like this second year, one of my 2015 New Year's resolutions is to be less stressed. Try to not take on too much and just really enjoy this period in nursing school. I was getting upset that I was so stressed, and really just, I wasn't taking the entire experience in a positive manner, because I was so stressed of like failing out and stuff like that. So this time around, I am carving out more time for myself, and just, you know, preparing and not overdoing it, and just taking it at a better pace. So as you get more comfortable and as you progress in your nursing program, you will become more confident. Therefore, you may understand concepts a lot easier, faster. You will have less study time if needed. Depends on the class and the sections that you're in. There are things that I'm still like cramming, trying to really understand, and there are things where I'm like, okay, I got it. But it's not like the first year, and I'm so happy. Like, crying now is just, I don't know, I think it's just like, especially like OB and PD, you know, it's very sensitive because these are really, you know, young humans, I guess. But it's, you can get a little sensitive when, I've just read the chapter on how to help a family after a loss of a child, or the mother in labor, and it's like I have to prepare myself for that. And so if I were to cry, me and my friend, we're talking, whatever, that'll probably be about that. You know, I'll just be a little more emotional then. But it's not so much due to stress right now, which is awesome. It is so good to say that. So for those that are stressed, are crying, do it. It's going to make you feel better. But just know that it's not going to be like that the entire time. Honestly, it really isn't. I guess that's it. I'm sorry, guys. But it is so nice to be back. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. And that's it. Don't forget, if you want the study guide, leave me your email. You can email me. You can go to JeanetteY.com and put your email in there. Yeah, I think that's it. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share the videos. Bye!